buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Hey, it don't matter. We're losing here, but it don't matter. When you think of China, you think of a place that's really advanced in technology. At least that's for me. So when I came here,
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
You a little salsa? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Ladies, gentlemen, the robot fighting is gonna begin right now. UFC middleweight fighters, Calvin Gastelum. Let's fight! Round one is Callum. Round two. Start. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me. The last round. Let's get start. Let's go. Come on. Oh, again. You got him hurt. You got him hurt. Finish. He got it, man. Good job, man. Now let's do it with no robots. It's fun, man. It's fun. It's different from a real fight. Of course, I'm not getting in there myself, but it's fun that these things can throw punches. The champion, guys. The champ right here. Hey, yeah, I didn't even know there was a lot of UFC fans out here in China, and it's cool that they responded. Some of them came out and found me, and they won some tickets, so it's cool that they'll be going to the UFC fights.
Here we are.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Third-ranked UFC middleweight fighter walking from right now. Please give a big hand for Calvin.
The fans in China here are really welcoming. You know, they made me feel like I'm at home, or they did their best to make me feel like I'm at home. And honestly, I had a great time out here. We're watching the fights. The main card started at 10 a.m. and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty different from what I'm used to, but it actually was a great turnout. People came out. They participated in the events happening here, and man, there's a lot of UFC fans here in China, more than I expected.
Who's ready to win some tickets? Number 002.
I saw Kelvin knock out Bisping in Shanghai. And that was a savage knockout. Yes, that was savage. Is he not the coolest freaking UFC fighter you've ever met?
I'm a pretty positive person all the time.
But when I get in that ring, I think back in my life. I think back on all the bullshit I had to get through, and how poor I was, and how my upbringing was, and where I don't want to be, and where I want to go. So there's a lot of things happening.
Sorry, bring up a negative. If you lose a fight, does the learning process after that fight hit you differently to when you win? And how do you deal with that differently to when you have a victory?
That's a good question.
Another 10-minute question. I'm a special case. I don't like to dwell on the negatives. I don't know if you've seen me. I'm a pretty positive guy. I like to keep a pretty positive light. And so I focus on the positives. And obviously I went back and watched my fight against Israel and Saya, and I looked at all the negatives and how we can make all those negatives into a positive. And then all the things that I did well, how can we make it even better? And I'm a weird case. I don't dwell on the negative. I don't dwell on losing. You know, I'm on to the next one. You know, I'm like, where do we go from here? How do I grow from here? How do I learn from here? And move on forward.
I got a very good question. Let's see.
Thank you guys.
Let's do a quick photo.
Shenzhen UFC. Let's go.
It's still a learning process out here in China, but you know, the few that do understand the sport and follow the sport are real passionate about it, and I think it's only going to grow from here, and it's going to be a real big turnout of UFC fighters out here in China, and it's going to be a good time.